So I wanted to do an update on my Pontiac G6 that I've been rebuilding for quite some time now. I got the engine out, the transmission's ready to come out, and I'll touch on that here in a second. But the I got the pretty much the entire wiring harness pulled, and well, it's not pulled, it's still in the car, but I actually wrapped it up in this here bag instead of letting it hang over the side, because while the engine and transmission are out, I'm gonna be cleaning up this whole engine bay. Like, this is nasty as hell. This car's probably never had an engine bay cleaning in its life. So yeah, that's pretty gross. Got the busted axle boot right there, which, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Everything is getting replaced anyways, but yeah, while the engine and trans are out, I'll be doing some engine bay cleaning and doing some work on the firewall. My when I pulled the engine out of the car, which the busted engine's back there in the corner. When I pulled the engine from my car and I pulled the torque converter off, I noticed the input shaft was bent and it had a decent amount of play in it. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but that is definitely bent. I'm not sure when or how that happened, but I'm not a transmission expert or a transmission guru, but I know that's not supposed to be like that. So luckily I found a shop that can and will rebuild this for me. So I'm getting this one pulled out. It'll still be the same transmission, but it's getting rebuilt with some different hardware and some new parts. So I figure I might as well spend the extra money and have a rebuilt transmission. I'm gonna try to keep some things as original as possible, but if not, that's cool too. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna shave the firewall or not, but there's definitely some room for improvement here. A lot of this stuff is all crusty and just gross and original from 2005, like the steering rack right there needs some love. That's getting replaced. And a lot of this stuff in the front I'm going to replace while the engine and transmission are out, just so it's definitely a lot easier not having those in the way. I plan on running a lot of my wire through the firewall so I can have it nice and tucked away by the time the engine and transmission get back in. But yeah, instead of letting the wires hang off the side of the car and look all gross, I did put them in a trash bag. They are kind of bunched up, but I wanted to keep them safe and kind of away from moisture. It might have been a better way to do it, but I also really did not feel like pulling out the entire harness either. So that's why I kind of did it like that. It's not ideal, I guess, but it'll get the job done, because I'm definitely going to take some time. I'm going to pressure wash this engine bay and get rid of all this gross shit and just this gross subframe and just give it a good clean. Even though a lot of it, once the car's back together, you won't be able to see. It'll kind of help me with my OCD. This really isn't that big of a exciting video or really sharing any knowledge, just giving an update on the project car. I do have the new engine. I do have a lot of other parts that I'll be adding and doing videos on. Just been busy with life and things like that, so I really haven't had much time to really touch on this car in a long time, but she's definitely coming along and I have done a lot to it. It's almost mind-blowing to see kind of this car in this state, but just gotta keep fighting and trust the process, you know. But I figured I'd give an update on this tonight. I don't know, so tonight, but probably this weekend. I probably will definitely pull the transmission out, and I'll pull the car out of the garage and work on cleaning the engine bay. This is definitely gonna take me some time. A lot of nice soap and water and mean green and 409. But yeah, just a little update on the Pontiac. She's definitely coming along in some ways. Because nothing too exciting here, just an update. This is actually the first time the car has been down on 4 wheels in a long time. I actually did have to push it out of the garage a couple days back, but yeah, she's getting there for the most part, I guess. I'll probably do another update video on some things I've done to this car, but I just really wanted to make one kind of going over the engine bay. It might not be today or tomorrow, but I'll definitely try to get another update video done this week, just to kind of show the progression of the car. And the main thing that's, well, not the main thing, but one of the more things I've done that I'm pretty excited about is actually on the back of the car, but I have to move my toolbox and everything to get back there, so that'll be a video on its own. But I'm not going to keep rambling on. I want to keep it short and sweet. If you like this video, you want to see more updates on this car, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you want. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.